Well, welcome back to Inside Cajun Nation. I'm George Faust. She's Madeline Adams, as always, and we previewed the offense. Now let's move to the defense.
Louisiana defense returns 11 starters from last season, looking to build off the success with all the experience that will be suiting up again in vermilion and white.
Although we have a lot of talented players that have a lot of experience, a lot of snaps in their career here with us, there's always room for improvement. And, I think we left a lot on the table last year as a defense. We could have played a lot better, and I think our players realize that, and they're hungry to really put complete games together.
For a team that ranked in the top 40 nationally in total defense, it's hard to find a concerning weakness. But Coach Tony says the areas they want to improve on are stopping the run and trying to create longer yardage situations, along with a consistent focus on fundamentals.
We're looking to tackle better. I think we tackled well last year, but you look at some of these games where we did give up more yards than others, our tackling wasn't up to par, and that comes back to the fundamentals, the technical, not the tactical.
Speaking of tackling, UL's top 13 tacklers from last season returned this year. Seventh-year senior linebacker Farad Gardner had the most solo tackles in 2020.
But we just continue to build on what we've already done. Like you said, we have a lot of experience. We have a lot of veteran guys on this defense. Speaking as a defensive player, we know how to play with each other. We know how to work with each other, and it's only going to get better with time and more practicing.
Gardner has been working to play faster and improve his physicality as he enters his final college football season.
A lot of times I'm playing lateral instead of downhill, and I feel like a lot of players I can make downhill, I can make more TFL, shooting gaps, just being more explosive, being more physical.
The Cajuns' defense was tied for third in the country for most interceptions last year with 16. Acadiana High product and redshirt junior safety Braylon Traha led the team with 4 picks. He was named a Pro Football Focus third-team All-American last year and was recently named a PFF preseason third-team All-American.
I'm going to this season hungry. Last year I did get a couple of accolades, but honestly, I don't think I played my best season. I could get better. We could get better as a team, and I could get better as a player, definitely.
Despite the secondary's impressive production last year, Traha believes they could be an even bigger threat in the 2021 campaign.
Believe it or not, we was, I think, top 5 in the nation of drop picks. So I think if we would catch more than we drop, then there's no doubt we'll be leading the country in interceptions.
The Lafayette native knows success in the secondary starts up front.
There's no interception without the D-line. You need pressure on the quarterback.
And one of the deepest position groups on this team is defensive line.
I feel like that's big. That's a big part of football, having depth at every level. It give everyone a chance to hit the field and showcase their talent. It also gives people a chance to catch their breath, so they can keep going 100% every play. So I feel like depth at the D-line would be a very good thing going into the next season. People are reaching their full potential. I see people in fall camp getting better and better every day, and I love that out of them.
Now, one of the key players on this defense is 2020's leader in total tackles, linebacker Lorenzo McCaskill. After recording a team-high 83 tackles last year, he landed on the All-Sun Belt third team. Now he's entering his 4th season with the 23rd ranked Ragin' Cajuns.
I could have never imagined it. I didn't know what I was getting into 2-3 years ago. So this is exciting. It's really exciting,
But in week 4 of his best season yet, McCaskill suffered a shoulder injury. He continued playing, even led the team in the bowl win with 11 total tackles.
A huge jump in the beginning of last season, and then that injury kind of brought it back down. I'm just never really those guys that can sit out unless I'm truly hurt. I always want to play, but sometimes you need to recover, and sometimes you have to just sit back, recover, and get the mental part of the game, which is always good.
McCaskill had surgery following the bowl game and sat out during spring practices. Over the summer, he worked out in Houston and Dallas. There he trained like a defensive back to prove he can move in pass coverage and show he can do more than stop the run.
That was my main thing. I knew I can go in there and stop a run or anything, but let's be better with being in pass coverage. Let's being better with your opening drops, flipping your hips. So that was my main thing.
McCaskill plans to graduate, then pursue a career in the NFL. But whenever Plan A comes to an end, he says there is a Plan B.
When football is all said and done, whether I play play 2, 3 years in the league or 10 or whatever, I'm always still going to have a business. I'm always going to have that part of that part of it. Like even right now in college, I have a business.
McCaskill breeds English, American, and French bulldogs.
This is one of my boys, Stan. Man, he's a tank. He is the stud.
The dog business is huge right now. Like these dogs are going from $10,000 to $20,000 a dog. You know, I'm doing that while I'm playing college football right now. Then I have a party bus business back home that I run with me and my dad. So that's always been a portion of me. I've always been learning. I've always been a hustler since a little kid.
The Detroit native credits that mentality to the way his family raised him and his hometown.
Coming from Detroit is, you know, I always say anybody from Detroit to tell you that's like probably the #1 hustling city in the world. Like nobody hustles like people in Detroit. And I just want to live a certain lifestyle, and to be able to do that, you're gonna have to, hustle, make money, have businesses, and do the right thing.
All right, don't get too defensive. When we get back on Inside Cajun Nation, she loved that pun. We'll hear from Coach Billy Napier about the special teams unit.
He'll tell us about the turnover at that position, and we're back after this on Inside Cajun Nation. But first, here's a check of the Cajuns' 2021 football schedule. Take a look.